WTOL of the news here on Plus. I'm Michael Sandlin. Thank you for joining us on your Sunday afternoon. We're starting right away with an update straight from the Caribbean. Hurricane Melissa has strengthened into a powerful Category 4 storm, bringing heavy rain and dangerous conditions to the northern Caribbean. The National Hurricane Center warns of possible flash flooding and landslides in Haiti and Jamaica. Melissa could become a Category 5 and is expected to reach Jamaica's southern coast late Monday or early Tuesday. Officials are urging people to take shelter and prepare. It may be the strongest hurricane to ever hit the island. Meteorologist John Birchfield has been tracking it for us. John, what can you tell us about Melissa and what we can expect in the coming days?
Yeah, Michael, the flooding rainfall is going to be the biggest impact, I think, and portions of Jamaica could see up to 40 inches of rainfall. And as you mentioned, one of the worst hurricanes possibly to ever strike the island. We're at major Category 4 status right now. Still a very slow trajectory at just 5 miles an hour, but the sustained winds are at 145 with gusts to 175. So the strong winds have ramped up, and you can really see the eye of the storm starting to develop vividly. There's the eye, the center of low pressure, a very well-defined textbook hurricane structure. Here's a look at the forecast cone. It is still expected to maintain Cat 4 status tonight, possibly reaching Category 5 status into the start of the upcoming work week. So let's talk hour by hour rainfall totals that'll impact Cuba, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and Jamaica. Kingston, Jamaica seeing over 21 inches, Montego Bay over a foot of rainfall, and the isolated highest total is going to be up to about 40 inches into Cuba. Some very high rainfall amounts, and the DR and Haiti also seeing some of those rainy impacts. Here at home, quiet and sunny conditions continue. However, there is going to be a lake breeze developing with east winds gusting up to about 25 miles an hour. And the next 4 days, the sunshine continues with temperatures in the upper 50s. However, we are looking at some spotty showers arriving Wednesday with showery and damp weather likely Thursday as well. I'm going to break down the timing of that rainfall coming up in your full forecast.
A woman we reported as missing on Friday has since been found. 78-year-old Gail During disappeared from the 2300 block of Putnam Street and was driving a white Kia Sportage. Suffering from dementia and other medical issues, there were concerns for her safety, but she has since been located. A man is on the run today after robbing a Dollar General in Temperance. The Monroe County Sheriff says it happened just before 8:30 last night at the store on Lewis Avenue. Investigators say a man dressed in all black and wearing a mask forced employees behind the counter and demanded they open the register. He got away with cash and ran off, but deputies believe he may have jumped into a car waiting nearby. Anyone with information is asked to call the Monroe County Sheriff's Office or Crime Stoppers. October is Cybersecurity Awareness Month, and experts say as the holidays approach, online scams tend to be on the rise. Dominique O'Neill joins us in studio now with what to look for as we continue to move closer to the holidays. Dom, we got to protect our personal info, right?
That's right, Michael. Cybersecurity experts say scammers are getting more creative, sending fake shipping notices, social media links, and finishing emails that look legit. They say the goal for the scammer is to simply trick you into clicking links and giving away your personal information. Local expert says a few seconds of caution can make all the difference, helping you stay safe online during the busy holiday season. With more people shopping and sharing online this time of year, cybersecurity experts say scammers are also stepping up their game, and Northwest Ohio residents should be on alert.
We care about your safety. We care about making sure that your information, your physical safety and your information are safe. And so making sure that you're not clicking on suspicious links, making sure that you're not giving access to your home or to your information to people that you're not quite sure.
Experts recommend checking the sender before clicking links, using strong passwords, and turning on two-factor authentication for extra security. Reporting in studio, Dominique O'Neill, WTOL 11.
On to national headlines. As the government shutdown stretches into day 26, it's putting a strain on air travel. Airports across the country have reported more staffing shortages than usual, and without enough manpower, there are rising concerns about possible safety lapses. In addition, thousands of flights were delayed this weekend, and more than 500 were canceled. Jen Sullivan has details on what's causing the staff shortages and what travelers can expect during the shutdown.
Thousands of flights have been delayed this weekend as airports across the country deal with staffing shortages.
There's going to be a lot less people coming in as people are going to be running out of money.
Oksana Kelly is a TSA agent in Orlando. Right now, she's not getting paid because of the government shutdown. Yet she still has to show up to work because TSA agents and air traffic controllers are considered essential employees. But many are having to call out sick because they say they simply can't afford to pay for things like gas or childcare costs.
If I have nowhere to leave my kids, how am I going to come to work?
According to flight tracker site FlightAware, more than 5,000 flights were delayed Saturday. More than 500 were canceled. Many of those delays are being blamed on staffing shortages.
We've gone up as high as 53% of the delays have been because of staffing shortages. And that number moves every single day.
It's frustrating some passengers.
I'm flying today on sheer faith.
They probably just need to come to an agreement and reopen the government.
Since the shutdown began October 1st, more than 250 FAA facilities have reported staffing problems. That's more than 4 times the number reported during the same period last year. The longer the shutdown lasts, the more financial pressure it puts on these workers.
That leads to an unnecessary distraction, and they cannot be 100% focused on their jobs, which makes this system less safe every day that this shutdown continues.
Travelers are being warned to expect longer security lines and to monitor their flights for any changes. All of this with less than a month to go before the busy holiday travel season. I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
1 person is dead and 6 others are hurt after a shooting Saturday night at Lincoln University in Pennsylvania. It happened during homecoming festivities near the football field, and 1 suspect is now in custody. The campus was briefly placed on lockdown, but officials say there's now no active threat. Witnesses described chaos as people ran for cover, with some trampled in the rush. The cause of the shooting is still unknown, and counseling services are being offered to students and staff. Suspects have been arrested in connection with the theft of crown jewels from Paris's Louvre Museum. The heist happened last Sunday and took less than 8 minutes, with jewels worth over $100 million stolen. 1 suspect was caught while trying to leave the country, though officials haven't confirmed how many people were arrested or if the jewels were recovered. Investigators say the thieves used a basket lift to break in and escape. Over 100 officers are working to track down everyone involved. More details are expected once the suspect's custody period ends. Switching over to the world of pro football, unfortunately for Browns fans, it was another loss. The team was playing the Patriots and only trailing 9-7 at halftime. But New England went on to score 21 straight and eventually won the game 32-13. The Browns' record drops now to 2-6. Running back Quinshon Judkins also left the game with a right shoulder injury. His status is listed as questionable. No idea when his return could be. Thankfully for him, the team will have a bye next week and then travel to New York to play the Jets. A 13-year-old in Royal Oak, Michigan is using his love for Halloween to help kids with cancer. CNN has that story.
A nightmare for some kids is a dream for 13-year-old Jackson Amick.
So up here is where the fun starts.
Jackson says he's been collecting all things Halloween since age 3, and for the last few years has put on this display in his Royal Oak front yard.
Would you say it's your favorite holiday? Is it up there?
It's up there, yeah.
He has been a Halloween fanatic and had a huge passion for it since he was 3.
Jackson's dad, Tom, says the whole display takes them about a month to set up and was first put up in 2019, and this year, for the 3rd time, it's also a fundraiser for an important cause.
We thought a couple years ago we would combine his passion for Halloween with helping kids with cancer.
5 years ago, Jackson was diagnosed with leukemia and underwent chemo treatment at Corwell Royal Oak. He's been cancer-free since 2022, but has used this haunted display to raise money to buy special chemo shirts for kids at both Corwell and DMC Children's Hospital in Detroit.
A chemo shirt pretty much unzips from here, and you can pull the flap down, and that way you don't have to disrobe for them to access your port to get chemo treatment.
We first covered Jackson's haunted house in 2023, where word spread fast, helping Jackson raise over $4,000, delivering dozens of shirts himself.
We had people from Livonia, Brighton, St. Clair Shores who came out to either travel through the haunt, buy shirts, or simply make a donation. So it was a wonderful result.
Wait, what is that noise? Go check it out. Run!
This year, It's the same mission, but with new additions, like this custom-made creature designed by Jackson and his friends and made just for him as part of his wish from Make-A-Wish.
This is yours only, right?
Yeah, this is, nobody else has this.
As screams turn to smiles, J.A. Haunts continues its mission once again.
Both his passion can turn into something rewarding for kids who are going through exactly what he went through.
Oh, spooky stuff. Well, families got to enjoy Trunk or Treat tonight at the Collingwood Arts Center. A little more slow pace. Dozens of kiddos donned their costumes to collect some candy outside the Arts Center. A live DJ played some spooky tunes to set the atmosphere. The event is a collaboration between the Arts Center and The Collective, a local nonprofit. Those who helped to put it together tell us it was a frightfully fun time.
So this is my first, so last year I was part of the collective, but I wasn't able to actually attend the event. This is my first time actually being a representative and being here. I really had fun. My son joined me. I'm Mario, he's Luigi, so we had a blast today.
This marked the collective's second year hosting the Trunk or Treat. Well, it's time to celebrate one of America's favorite flavors, decorations, and maybe a superfood. It's all about pumpkin season, and today marks National Pumpkin Day. This humble squash has long been associated with Halloween, but it's also gotten wildly popular as a dish. Everything from pies to coffees can be flavored with pumpkin, and you can even eat the seeds. Experts say you can also enjoy it guilt-free because pumpkins are loaded with nutrients. They're also safe for our furry friends to eat, so veterinarians recommend pumpkin puree for dogs and cats that suffer from certain digestive ailments. So go nuts and enjoy this ubiquitous fruit any way you like. Want to see more breakdowns of viral trends and 60-second stories? Check out our WTOL 11 social media pages on YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook. Let's get things over to John with a full look at our forecast.
Yeah, thanks, Michael. We're going to have a look at that Halloween forecast coming up in just a bit. But one of the big weather impacts you're going to notice this week is the lake breeze. I'm sure you've already felt it this Sunday evening, those east winds picking up, and we're expecting gusts to about 25 miles an hour Monday afternoon, although it is going to be mild and sunny. So if you like the sunshine today, we do get a repeat performance tomorrow. Sunday evening wind gusts have generally been around 15 miles an hour. It is going to be a bit more breezy as we head into the start of the upcoming work week, with those winds picking up ever so slightly. Temperature-wise, mid-50s out the door for those evening plans wrapping up the weekend. It is going to be fairly mild Monday and Tuesday with temperatures close to 60 degrees. Doppler radar is very quiet and dry. However, we are stuck between an area of high pressure in Canada and a low deep to the south. And whenever we're wedged between that pressure gradient, or that Canadian high, and that Gulf low, that is what causes the strong gusty winds, especially the easterly wind direction that we are experiencing. The hour-by-hour forecast. Sunshine rules the day for your Monday. There is going to be an easterly wind direction, breezy with sustained winds at about 10 to 15 and gusts to about 25 miles per hour. In the temperature department, we're going to be mild in the mid to upper 50s. Monday's forecast featuring mostly sunny skies with a bit of a breeze that'll kick up later in the day. There could be a few areas of patchy frost around daybreak, but not expecting things to be quite as cold as the last few mornings. With the exception of the lakeshore, temperatures inland are generally going to be in the upper 30s for your Monday morning at the bus stop and driving into work. Afternoon highs are expected to reach the upper 60s with those east winds, and our water temperature is almost identical to the air temperature, so the east wind not having a huge impact on those daytime highs. Monday's weather impact is the lake breeze. It is going to be breezy midweek as well, with some spotty showers possible, mainly Wednesday and into Thursday. And as we look ahead towards trick-or-treating and Halloween, likely dry still at this point, although it is looking like a cooler day for those Halloween parties and evening activities, with temperatures in the lower 50s. Now, as we turn over the calendars from October into November, it is likely that chillier than normal conditions are anticipated. That blue color from the east coast into the Great Lakes shows you temperatures that are expected to stay cooler than normal through the new month. Rain chances are going to be peaking out on Thursday. We have